Well there everyone, my name is Corey and welcome to the channel. So today we're going to try to finish up one of our goals here at the Little Creek Cottage. This year I've decided to set a few goals to try to get some stuff done so that way I just don't do random stuff around here and actually feel like I got something accomplished at the end of the year. So today we are going to try to finish up covering the inside lower walls. As you can see over here to my left, we've started putting slats up on the lower half. And we're going to, on the upper half of it, we're going to put cedar. Because we're not here a lot, the rodents can get in here in the wintertime, and generally mice get in here and they don't really chew anything up, but they make a mess of everything and there's droppings everywhere. And fortunately, when you put cedar up, they don't like the smell of it. It actually does something to their nasal passages and they won't come in the area that the cedar's in. So I'm going to go ahead and put cedar on the upper half of it. And hopefully that'll keep them out of here for the most part. We haven't had much trouble in the last couple of years with them. Matter of fact, I think I only caught one last year. But just as a safeguard, and I like the look of cedar anyways, hopefully that'll keep them out of here. So basically, like everything else we do up here, we're trying to do it on the cheap. We're paying cash for everything, so that way we don't have nothing financed. And I was able to score 1.5 pallets of these, which is way too much for what we're doing. And basically these are basswood window blinds that they discontinued. A couple of my family members work at the place where they make them and was able to get me 1.5 pallets of them, which, like I said, was way more than what I needed, but I'll take them. I was able to give half of a pallet away to somebody who wanted them for another project, and that made somebody else happy as well. So since these are about 24 inches in length, basically what I'm doing, I call it a wooden subway tile look. I'm taking, my wife is cutting off each end so that way they're nice and flat. And we're cutting them down to 20 inches long for one set. And for the other set, we're doing 10 inches and I'm staggering them. I'll do 2 short ones and 1 long one in one section, and then 2 long ones in the next section. So over here you can see how I did 1 small one, 1 large one, 1 small one, and then 2 large ones, and then back to the 1 small, large, and small again. That kind of gives us that subway tile look, only it's made of wood. So what's actually unique about this is what it's costing us to actually stain all this wood. Now this stain does not provide any type of protection from water, stains, so on and so forth to the wood. We will be putting polyurethane on it after we're done, and that will be expensive, but the staining part and actually putting color on the wood is only costing us about $10 to do the whole entire garage. And the only 2 ingredients you need to do this stain is white distilled vinegar and steel wool. So how I did my mixture is I took a half-gallon jug. This is an old pickle bologna jar. I poured a half-gallon of vinegar into it, put 3 pieces of steel wool in it, and basically let it set for 3 weeks. Now when you let it set, you do not want to screw the top on because it will build up pressure from the gas being released. I don't believe the gas is poisonous, but you'll have to look that up for yourself. I just left it out here in the garage and I had no issues with it. Didn't get any funny smells other than the vinegar. And didn't have any issues with it. But if you tighten it down, this container will start to swell up, just kind of like when you shake up a pop bottle and get all the fizz. I have heard of people getting a gray color, and basically to do that, they're using a glass quart mason jar and 1 piece of steel wool, and they only let it sit for roughly about a week, and they're getting like a weathered gray look out of that. Now this color that's on here now is not what it will look like when you first brush the vinegar on. It takes about 5 minutes roughly to change color, but it looks more like of a chocolate color, at least it does on this basswood. So after this is sat for about a week, it will have like a chalky feel to it, and you can kind of see where my fingerprint goes. It leaves rust out on the outside here. And you're gonna have to take a wet rag and wipe it all down and get that rust off of it. And that'll kind of give you an idea what it looks like with a polyurethane on it. I'll have to go over this a couple of times, but it looks pretty good. I think with the polyurethane, that'll make the grain of the wood pop a little, even a little more. But overall, I think it looks great for something that cost us basically 10 bucks to do. Now over here, this is something that I've already wiped down once with a rag and it's had a little bit of time to dry. You can completely see the difference between this over here and this over here, and they were done about the same time. So we're fresh out of the slats that we actually need to complete the wall here. So I'm gonna go ahead and let the wife cut some slats up. She's gonna get them stained. I'll show you a few steps on that process. So there really isn't much to staining them. You stain them just like anything else. You start with your bare wood. Dip your brush in the solution there. And just paint it on. It's going to go on very wet. Now it can warp the wood on it just because of the water, but generally it comes back once it dries out. Any warpage usually comes right out of it. I know I have had a few issues with a couple of pieces, but not too many at all. And this is what your stain looks like after about 3 weeks. The steel wool pretty much disintegrates. If you keep the jar lid open, it will rust and turn this orangish color. Unfortunately, it actually kind of looks like something that came out of the sewer, but it comes out real nice when it's done. And in just a few seconds, it actually starts turning colors. You can see this one she did about 4 slats ago, and you've seen about how long it took her, so probably about a minute, maybe 2 minutes ago. And then so on and so forth. You can see they turn relatively quick. These have probably only been done for maybe 5 to 7 minutes. And as I said before, you can see how chocolate brown they are. I'll show you the difference on the wall. I've put a few of the new ones up and you'll see the big color difference. So like I said before, the colors are gonna change dramatically. These are actually dry to the touch. They don't leave the rust on your hand yet, and they are a little chalky feeling, but not too bad. Those ones have been there for a week and they were stained with the same, the stain that come out of the same exact jar. So these will turn within a week. They'll turn the rusty color because the humidity in the air gets to them and causes the metal from the steel wool to rust in it, which gives it the orangish tint. So unfortunately, you don't know exactly what you're going to get until it dries fully. Usually when I'm gone for the weekdays and come back on the next weekend, that's what it looks like. All right, we got a graduation party to go to, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up for tonight, and we will see you back in the morning. Y'all hang in there. So it's the next morning and we're back at it. I've only got about a 5-foot section and we're done with this. But I figured I'd show you what the color looks like a day after we do it. I actually wish I could lock this color in. It's almost a walnut color. Really nice. Again, if you play with your vinegar to steel wool mixture, you can probably get this color. Unfortunately, I had already started with the other color, so I'm stuck with what I got for now. We'll do some experimenting. We got some other projects. I'm going to do the deer blind, and I'd like to see if I can get it this color. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these up. I do have to show you the pine and the walnut to show you what it looks like on that, and we'll do that in just a second here. And basically, this is what your pine's going to look like with that mixture. Comes out like a dark brown. Not quite a walnut. This is the actual walnut, the wood. And then walnut, when you do it, I've got a couple of different results here from different things that I did. I put a couple coats on one. This is a single coat here. This one as well. That way you can probably see a little better to the contrast. And this one was with a couple of coats that almost turned it black. The pine is kind of almost similar to the basswood. It shows a little more grain through. And it's actually not a bad looking brown, but I wouldn't prefer this on pine. I would probably take the vinegar and dilute it out a little more and lighten it up a little bit. And just to give you a little sneak peek on the cedar, we did put up one section here. Obviously this isn't going to be our finished product because we just put the vinegar solution on here. So I'm hoping it lightens up a little bit. I don't know if I'm crazy about the color, but we'll wait and see. And for as much as I spent on cedar, it's actually going to have to be what we're stuck with. So it's actually a week later, and I figured since I'm not done editing the video, I figured I'd show you guys the final color on the cedar. It's obviously a lot more orange. It was a violet color, and it dried quite a bit more orange than what I expected. I actually like the color. I'm not sure I like the two colors together though. I'm still trying to decide, but I'm probably not going to change it because at the end of the day here, it is just a garage. So another change I decided to make is I decided to go with a 1x2 furring strip. We're going to leave this natural colored and just polyurethane it. I did try that black one that you did see before. I didn't care for that at all, neither did the wife. I kind of like the natural look for trim, and we'll be putting the trim here and then vertical trim in between the seams of the fence pickets. So I think it'll look nice at the end. Like, again, the two colors are growing on me. Tell me in the comments what you think. So that one's going to wrap this video up. I hope you all have a great day, and hopefully you will see me on the next one.